in the past, customers have wanted, and we've had to work around it by saying like, hey, you got to put all the things that you want into a collection first, and then run the workflow on the collection. And now you can opt into the ability to just run a workflow directly like this. And it is opt-in, to be clear, like we don't have to worry about all the workflows doing things that you want. This is how it works. So the subject DO class name remains the same as it has always been. You just specify the classes you want to run on. And then the addition is this new flag, multi-subject enabled. If that is set to true, then multiple selections will lead to a single execution rather than multiple executions. The other important detail here to be very aware of. So the keyword that you use, of course, changes. It's not subject anymore. And if you're using multiple, it is now subjects. The other piece of this is subjects is not directly a list of data objects. It's a special class which has a member which holds the subject. So for any of the people who have authored workflows, you will be familiar with this syntax here. This is just saying for each item in the subjects array, give me the subject member. You could also like iterate through subjects still if you wanted to, and say like subjects subscript I dot subject. And that would give you the item that you're looking for. Any questions on this before I move on?
Yeah, I have a couple questions. If we set the subject DOC class name to just asset master, would we be able to choose a video and an image and run multiple subjects through a workflow?
Yep.
Cool. Is the multi-subject enabled flag something editable in Spartan?
No, we don't support editing yet. We do have some stuff in the API, but we need to build that in still. And I think, honestly, it would make sense to maybe add a read-only member in Spartan that would let you know, but allowing you to modify it would probably break your workflow, because you can't, like if somebody wrote subject dots, if they're operating on a subject and then you just switch the flag, well, it's going to be in a different member now and it's going to break your workflow. So yeah, if that makes sense.
That makes sense, yeah. Okay. Those were my questions.
So is this going to 2.15 or what is this plan for release? Because this is huge and I want this.
Yeah, good question. This is 2.15, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, everything Dan's showing is 2.15. Well, I think everything that I know you're showing.
Yeah.
And then just so a little context on this, guys, just like some of the business cases. Yeah, like if I have a video that I need to export and I want a head and a tail, a small clip at the beginning and a small clip at the end to be like an intro logo and an outro logo or credits and stuff, I could select those 3 videos, could send them to workflow that's intended to stitch those things together. Or if I had a bunch of clips and I wanted to concatenate those together and have one big output video output together, select all those clips, send them to your transcoder, and have your transcoder, whatever your transcoder needs to do that. It just overall allows you to have the context of those multiple assets together and process those with all the workflow logic that you need to, use those in that automation. So, and again, before, those selections would all be identical executions of multiple workflows, right? So in Dan's example, those 3 videos that he selected, those would be 3 workflow executions, all doing the exact same thing on, 3 separate videos, and they wouldn't have any idea that another workflow is running on something similar to them. So yes, many possibilities here.
Nice.
All right, we'll move on from that. So the next item is multi-file input. So I'm going to run another test that we built, which I believe is this guy here. So if you're familiar with our input modals in the past, you would open the dialog that I just opened,